Just say you be my firefly. Take every.
Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing really well. It has been about a month since the last time that I filmed a weekly vlog, and it's also been about 2 weeks since the last time I filmed anything at all, so it feels a bit weird picking up my camera. And I'm really sorry about that. I've just been a little bit overwhelmed with things going on in life at the moment. I can update you about that a bit more later on, but I'm in a little bit of a rush now, so I'll explain more later. But I actually hired a PT, which is really exciting, and I have a PT session this morning. I need to sit down because my arm is on fire. I will explain more about like why I hired a PT, that sort of thing, because I know that there are a lot of people out there that don't really know a whole lot about the industry, and a few people in my life I know that like don't really understand why I need a PT when I am a PT. So I'll sit down and explain a bit more about my PT, that sort of thing, but I'm really excited about that. I've just had this whole like mindset shift and everything since I hired a PT, so that's really good and that's really exciting. So it is 6:52 at the moment. I have a PT session at 8 o'clock, and I'm gonna go on a bit of a walk beforehand to get my steps up. So I am like training with my PT today, so I'm not gonna do obviously a session by myself before my PT or anything. So I'm gonna go walk. I actually left my earphones at Dylan's house, so it's gonna have to be one of those walks where I kind of don't listen to anything and kind of just sit in my thoughts and just think to myself. So that may be a little bit difficult, but it's probably good for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and then I will chat to you guys after my PT session. Okie dokie, so I just finished up at my PT session. I'm not going to talk about my PT and why I've got a PT blah 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 right now, because I am absolutely starving and I need to go and do my weekly groceries. So I'm about to go run into Woolies, grab a few things, and then go home and have some brekkie, and then I'll probably sit down and have a chat whilst I'm having my brekkie about my PT and all that sort of stuff. Alrighty, I've made myself a hot chockey. I'm ready to sit down and have a chat about everything. So the next couple minutes of this video are going to be very chatty and probably very boring for anyone that doesn't care, so feel free to skip ahead. I won't take any offense or anything like that. Alright, so first and foremost, I have hired a personal trainer. Her name is Sarah and she is so lovely. She's an amazing trainer, all that sort of stuff. I have been looking into hiring a trainer for quite some time now. I've just been doing a bunch of research and trying to find the right person for me, and then I came across Sarah, her Instagram, and I thought she looked really lovely and I liked everything that she stood for. She just really looked like she knew what she was talking about, as well as definitely looks like the kind of person that could help me with my goals and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I hired a trainer. I started with her last week, so I've only done 2 sessions with her so far, last week and this week. I do a 45-minute to an hour session with her every single week. She's also written me up a program. So currently I'm doing an upper and lower split. I am doing 3 days lower and 2 days upper. So I'm currently doing Monday lower, Tuesday upper, Wednesday rest, Thursday lower, Friday upper, Saturday lower. I think that's right. So I'm basically doing lower, upper, rest, lower, upper, lower. So that's obviously different for me, because in the past I have done 3 upper, 2 lower, but now it's swapped around and it's 3 lower, 2 upper. I definitely have a lot on my lower body that I'm needing to work on, and I'm finding all of this out by working with Sarah. So a few people I've chatted to were a bit confused about why I needed to hire a trainer when I am a trainer myself. So the biggest reasons that I decided to reach out and start working with a personal trainer is, 1, to figure out any structural imbalances I have, and then obviously work on them, try to figure out how to get around them, figure out how to fix them, everything like that. So one of the main things that we've figured out so far is that I have a bit of an anterior pelvic tilt. So basically an over-exaggerated anterior pelvic tilt. So this is sort of neutral, that is anterior pelvic tilt, and this is posterior pelvic tilt. So I have quite an overactive anterior pelvic tilt. So when I'm just standing neutral, my pelvis is sort of tucked under a bit more than it should be, so we're really trying to work on bringing that in. So that means tightening up my abdominal muscles and everything. I also have quite tight hip flexors, and a few different things like that, as well as I don't have very mobile ankles, so I struggle to get to the bottom of a squat with good form and all that sort of stuff. just because of my ankles don't allow me, as well as my hip flexors and a whole bunch of things. So squats are one of the things that I'm terrible at, and I've always just sort of pushed it to the side and focused more on the things that I am alright at. But now I need to stop ignoring that, and we need to start focusing more on the things I'm not great at, which includes squats. So basically I struggle to get to the bottom of a squat with full range because of my ankles. I have excessive lean forward, and a few different other things. It's just hard to get to the bottom because of my ankles. I won't bore you guys with all of the details, but so we need to start focusing on that. We are starting out just by doing like some box squats and like heel elevated squats and things like that, which are going to help me out with my squats and obviously eventually get me into doing a proper full depth squat without any heel elevation or anything like that. So yeah, there's a few other structural issues, but that was one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to start working with a personal trainer, to figure out what they were and then start working on them. Another thing is to perfect my form and technique in every single exercises. I've never had terrible technique, but it's also not perfect by any means, and obviously I can think I'm doing something correctly by my point of view, but when someone else is looking at me who obviously knows more than me and can see it from a different angle, they can tell when I'm doing something wrong. So we're perfecting my technique, making sure I know the cues to do everything, which is obviously really good for me and my own health and fitness, but will in return rub off in my training. I'm learning so much from her. She's like really in depth explaining every single exercise and why I'm doing it and how exactly I should be doing it, which is amazing because I can take in that information and then pass that information on to my clients and make sure that my clients are having really perfect technique and everything like that. So yeah, I'm mainly hiring her as a trainer, but kind of on the side I guess I'm getting a little bit of mentoring done, just because obviously I'm a personal trainer as well and I'm learning so much from her, so she's helping me out with my own health and fitness, but obviously in return I am learning a shit ton about technique and the body and everything like that, which is obviously really good for me to know because I'm a personal trainer. I've only worked with her twice and I have already learned so much. There's already so much that I didn't know before that I do know now. And I'm not beating myself up about the fact that I don't know these things. Obviously I'm only new to the field. I can't expect myself to know absolutely everything, and I'm still learning every single day. It's crazy when you go into the personal training field how much you realize you did not learn in your certificate 3 and 4. What I learned in my certificates in relation to what I have learned being out in the field, being a personal trainer, is like next to nothing. I have learned so much more in the 2 months that I have been a personal trainer than I did in the 6 months that I was studying. And I'm not saying that I regret studying or anything. Obviously that was amazing and I learned a lot in that still, but you just learn so much more when you're out in the field, when you have to adapt to clients and clients have certain injuries and you have to do all this research into how to work around that or dealing with particular clients, all that sort of thing. It is amazing and I'm learning every single day. I haven't really spoken about my work since I started working there, mainly because I haven't vlogged in over a month and quite a bit has happened in the past month. I've got a few consistent clients now. I've got quite a few girls who I work with every single week and they're all lovely. So all in all, everything's going pretty well. Obviously good clients, all that sort of thing. The only thing I'm struggling with a bit at the moment is my financials. So obviously my hours are still on the lower end being a new personal trainer. So I am struggling a little bit financially and it is taking a little bit of a toll on my mental health, and I was umming and ahhing for a little while as to whether I should invest in a coach or not, just because of the money side of things. But I figured out it is a really good investment. I'm putting that money into her and in return that's going to make me a better coach, and obviously over time being a better coach I'm going to start getting more clients, getting more hours, getting more money, all that sort of thing. So I am putting that money into a personal trainer, but obviously eventually all of that money is going to come back to me because I'm going to be a better coach and all that sort of thing. So I'm not saving anything at the moment, unfortunately. Everything that I would have been saving is going into my coach, and then the rest of my budget is very tight between my car loan, food, bills, phone bill, everything like that. So I don't have a whole lot of spending money at the moment, which is a little bit hard because it does limit the activities that I can do to go out and enjoy myself or socialize, all that sort of thing. But I know that this financial state is only temporary and it'll definitely get better. So I'm just powering through, and I know that eventually I'll get out the other side and I'll start making more money and all that sort of stuff. So I'm obviously very grateful for the money that I am earning. I am definitely earning enough to pay my bills and everything, which is amazing. So I don't want to sit here and complain or anything. It is just very tight, but yes, all the bills are paid for. I can feed myself. There's just not a whole lot of spending money to go out and live my life. But Dylan's been really good in this time. If I am with him and there's something we want to do and I'm honest with him and say I don't really have the money, he said that's okay, I'll pay. And I'm like not by any means using him for his money or anything. I'm obviously so grateful for him, and I don't expect him to pay for anything. He's just really good and helpful with all that stuff, and he just wants us to be able to do things, so he's happy to pay for those things. So bless his soul, love him so much, honestly appreciate every single thing that he does for me so much. So yeah, that's a quick life update. Not so quick, I've been recording for about half an hour at this point. Hopefully I can trim it down a little bit more so that this video is not crazy long and you don't get bored of me sitting here and talking. So yeah, that's my little quick life update. The main thing just being about the personal trainer, how I hired a personal trainer to help me out with my own health and fitness, as well as learn from her and help me become a better coach. I will try to show you guys as many workouts this week as I can so that you guys can see what sort of stuff I'm doing now and how my routine's been switched up. I'm doing a few things that I haven't done before or haven't done much of, so I'm definitely out of my comfort zone a little bit, but definitely in a good way. So I'm feeling really happy and positive and in a really great mindset in regards to all of my health and fitness and everything like that, as well as training those 5 times a week. I am tracking my calories currently, as well as like all of my macros, so making sure I get enough proteins, fats and carbs. Sarah has this group on Facebook that we all do a little daily check-in. So at the end of the day, we like post a screenshot of our macros, as well as post like what we trained, how much water we drank, how many steps we got. So that's really good at keeping me accountable, and I had a really good week last week in regards to training. Got my steps every single day, hit my macros and calories every single day, drank 3 liters of water every single day, didn't miss a training session, anything like that. I was already pretty good with staying consistent, but I feel like I'm that tiniest bit more consistent now, just because I've obviously got a coach as well that I don't want to let down or anything like that. So yeah, I'm in a really good mindset in regards to health and fitness and everything at the moment, feeling really happy in my own body and feeling healthy and everything like that. Good morning everyone, happy Tuesday. I'm just about to head off to the gym. I'm gonna go train some upper body. I'm bringing along my little tripod, so hopefully I can try to film some stuff for you. Hopefully it's not too busy, otherwise your girl will get too nervous to film. I've definitely gotten a lot better at that. The past few weeks I've done a few things like sort of out of my comfort zone, and I've sort of just been like really in that mindset of who gives a shit what anyone thinks of me. So that's good. So who knows, maybe even if there is a few people there, I'll get some stuff filmed for you. Not sure. So yeah, gonna go head off to the gym, train some upper body. I'm not doing what I was doing before, which was like a back and biceps day, a chest and triceps day, and a shoulder day. It's all a bit of a mix at the moment. So it's something new, not something I'm used to. But so far I am enjoying it, so that's good. Anyway, let's head to the gym. Okay, finished up at the gym. I did get to film some of it for you guys. I did film on my phone, so sorry if that's not the best quality. I'm still working on gaining the confidence to get my camera and tripod and everything out. We'll get there. I can do it sometimes. It honestly just depends on the day. But unfortunately today wasn't those days, so I just sort of propped my phone up and filmed what I could. There was only like 1 or 2 exercises that I didn't get to film, but that is the majority of what my upper body day 1 is looking like at the moment. So there's a bit of back in there, a bit of shoulders, and then a tiny bit of triceps. So yeah, alright, I'm absolutely starving. I was gonna go on a walk, which I usually do after the gym, but I really don't think I would get very far before I feel too hungry and just want to go home. So I am just gonna go home and have some breakfast and then go on my walk later. I'll probably take my doggy on a walk. Yeah, so gonna head home and grab something for brekkie. I've got a few bananas that are really ripe and about to go bad, so you know what that means. Banana bread. Gonna make some banana bread, my all-time favorite. I am making my banana bread these days a little bit different to how I used to make it. So about a year ago I was making like very healthy banana bread. It was all like almond flour, blah blah blah, that sort of thing. I've sopped it up now. Basically what I'm doing is I'm doing just a normal unhealthy, not that I believe in healthy and unhealthy, unhealthy banana bread recipe. Doing everything as I normally would, but then instead of like, I think normal banana bread recipe usually has like a cup and a half of sugar. Instead of doing that, I'm just doing like sweeteners. So like monk fruit sweetener, maple syrup, honey, something along those lines. Just so there's not a ridiculous amount of sugar in it. And I find that it tastes a lot better this way personally. So I still use like plain flour and everything like that, because plain flour is not the enemy, guys. I'm so excited to eat this. It's been, how long has it been? It's been about 3 months since the last time I made banana bread, so I'm very excited for this. So I suck at vlogging this week, I'm really sorry. I'm still trying to like get back into the swing of things, vlogging and all that sort of stuff. It's just been weird, you know, because I haven't vlogged at all the past month. The banana bread turned out alright. I have never actually made the banana bread with specifically monk fruit. I've always used other sweeteners instead of the sugar, but I tried out with monk fruit sweetener this time and it gave it a bit of a weird texture and a bit of a chemically taste. So it's not terrible, but it's not the best thing in the world. So it is 2:30. I'm about to head off to work. I start work at 3:30, so I'm gonna drive halfway in, then bus, which is what I always do, just so I don't have to deal with parking in town. So gonna go do that, work for 3 hours, and then I have to go pick my mum up from the airport. She's been up in Brisbane for the past 4 nights seeing her partner for her birthday. So after work I have to head to the airport and pick her up. Anyway, I'm gonna miss my bus if I talk for any longer, so I need to go do that. I don't know if I'll chat to you guys later tonight, or if not, I'll chat to you guys in the morning when I'm heading off to the gym to go do leg day. Good morning everyone, happy Wednesday. I am still in bed because it's actually my rest day today. I completely forgot that it was my rest day until late last night, because I'm not used to having a rest day during the week. But yeah, Wednesday's my rest day. So when, in that clip that I said last night, I'm pretty sure I said I'll see you guys in the morning when I'm training legs, but I was wrong. I'm not training legs today. It is my rest day today. I'm training legs tomorrow. So I've had a bit of a slower morning so far. It's 8 o'clock and I'm still in bed, which is very unusual for me. I've just been lying here. I woke up a little bit later than usual. I have gotten up. I got up with Dylan when he was getting ready for work and having breakfast and all that. I got up with him and spent a little bit of time with him before he left for work, so I have been up. But then as soon as he left, I got straight back into bed, and I've been in here doing a little bit of journaling, setting some goals, that sort of thing. I've been very busy and been very work focused lately, that a lot of other areas of my life have kind of dropped off, and I've kind of stopped doing a lot of things like my meditations, journaling, all that sort of thing. And I haven't really like set any goals for myself or anything, or had anything to work towards. I've just been putting all of my time and energy into work, even though I'm not working a ridiculous amount of hours at the moment. Still a lot of my time and energy has been going into that. So yeah, I've been journaling. I set out some goals, got really clear about my goals for the rest of the year and everything like that in regards to my business, my personal life, my health and fitness, everything like that. So that was really good. It's been a little while since I've done that. That was nice. So yeah, I'm about to jump up and go and make some brekkie. I'm gonna chill out with my brekkie and stuff until about 9 o'clock. I usually work in the afternoons but have stuff that I have to do during the day, so So I like to try to keep my mornings still only for like training and personal time and everything like that, and then I will start like working at 9 o'clock. So whether that's like editing a YouTube video or like planning stuff for work, or I'm also studying as well at the moment now. I forgot to tell you guys that the other day. I enrolled in a performance PT coach course with Clean Health Fitness Institute. So that's like an ongoing education for personal trainers. So you enroll in that once you already have your personal training certificate. So that's sort of like a course to dive a whole lot deeper into personal training, I guess. So that's really good, and it's going to give me a lot more knowledge on how to do things well as getting better at programming and that sort of thing, and programming in relation to people's like imbalances or injuries or things that they need to work on pretty much. So that's really good. So I did have to use my savings to pay for that because your girl can't really afford that out of her weekly income at the moment. So I used my savings to pay for that, but to me it's worth it. In the long run that money is going to come back to me anyway. I'm investing that money into myself, my business, all that sort of thing, myself as a personal trainer. So it's going to make me a personal trainer, and then I'll get more clients, and then I'll make more money. So I'm investing that money in, but then obviously that money will eventually multiply and then make its way back to me. So I like to think of it that way. So yeah, so I'm studying as well, so I am going to do a whole bunch of that today at around 9 o'clock. But for now I'm going to stop talking and go make some breakfast. Alrighty, I've got my breakfast and I'm back in bed. This is my current breakfast obsession. I honestly get so excited to have this every morning, and it is so quick and easy. It is just one of those Uncle Toby's quick sachet oats. It's one of those things that literally takes 90 seconds in the microwave, so it's so simple and easy, which is amazing. So one of those, you just pop some milk in that, pop that in the microwave, 90 seconds, and then I've got some toast with some butter on it, and then I have 2 strawberry Frodo frogs like broken up and then mixed in there, and that is so bloody good when you get a chunk of that chocolate mixed with the oats. Honestly, the best thing ever. Official good morning everyone, happy Thursday. I'm just sitting at the gym at the moment, about to go in and train some legs. I have got deadlifts first up, which I'm a little bit scared for. I've always sort of avoided deadlifts because I'm not great at them. I've never had, you know, really good technique and blah blah blah, and I've always just felt a little bit funny, so I've always avoided them. But now that I'm working with a coach, I am going to try to, instead of avoiding the things that I suck at, we're going to try to focus on those things that I suck at, so that I can obviously improve on them, because obviously deadlift is a really important move to nail. That's sort of like bending over and picking up motion is something that you use in everyday life, so nailing deadlifts is something that's really important. So avoiding them wasn't doing me any good, I know that. So I'm starting to do them now. They are in my program. We're going to start working on them, hopefully start getting a little bit better at them. So I will try to film that, but I'm just putting out there that I already know I suck at deadlifts. I don't want to put this video of me doing deadlifts in there thinking I'm doing everything perfectly, and then everyone comes for me in the comments being like, oh, you did them wrong, blah blah blah. I'm just gonna put it out there. I know I'm not gonna be perfect at anything. I'm gonna film myself. I'm gonna look back on this in however many months time and see my progress. Not gonna be ashamed. It is okay to suck at some movements. I'm only human, so I'm gonna film that and put that in there anyway, even though I know I'm not great. Just don't come for me when you realize that I haven't got great form, because I already know. I'm dead. My legs are fucking shaking. Holy cow. Those 45-degree back extensions, the last thing I did, they are a bloody killer. Holy shit. I did 4 sets of 15, and by about the 10th one in each set, my legs felt like they were about to drop off. I just had to like fully like dig deep to get those last 5 reps. Holy cow.
Good morning everyone, happy Friday. I have to talk quietly because it is quite early and everyone's still in bed. It's about 5 o'clock and I'm about to head off to work. Fridays are my longest work day. Every single other day I only work like 3 or 4 hours, but on a Friday I work like 8 to 9 hours. It sort of depends. So I'm about to go head off to work. I'm gonna park my car just out of the city and then walk the rest of the way in. It's about a 20-minute walk in. So I'll get a little bit of activity in the morning, get my steps up, which is great. Yeah, I'm gonna head off to work.
Good afternoon everyone. It is 3:45. I've finished up at work for the day, just got home recently, and now I am about to go train. So I'm gonna go train upper body day 2. It is my second last training day for today. So my last upper body session, and then I train legs tomorrow, and then I am done for the week. So I'm gonna have some pre-workout because I never train in the afternoon. I am a morning workout girl until the day I die. But on the Fridays, I just start work way too early to go to the gym before I start work. So I'm gonna have some pre-workout to get me pumped up for the gym. I'm having the, I never know if it's PE or P Science. The P Science high volume pre-workout in Melonberry Twist. I am having their high volume one and not the Prolific because this one doesn't have caffeine in it. I usually have a mixture of their Prolific and the high volume Prolific for the caffeine, and then this one for a bit of a pump. But I'm just having this one today since it is later in the afternoon. I don't want to take the one with caffeine in it and obviously risk not being able to fall asleep tonight. Alright, we're sitting out front of the gym. I already know it is going to be packed in there because it is 4:15, and between like 4 and 8 is like the busiest time at the gym. So if you actually get any videos of my workout today, consider yourself lucky. That's all I'm saying. Happy Saturday. I'm just sitting out the front of the gym at the moment, about to go in and do my 5th and final training session for the week. I have a couple things that are on today which is going to make it a little bit harder to track than usual. It is Dylan's brother's birthday today. We're staying at Dylan's house this weekend. So his brother's coming around and we're going to have some cake, and obviously I want to enjoy that cake and I don't want to whip out the scales and everything, so I'm going to have to guess a bit there, but that's fine. And then I have my high school best friend's 21st birthday tonight, so I've got a dinner for that tonight. I think they're doing dinner and a couple drinks, but I'm gonna drive and not drink, simply because I don't really feel the need to drink, and I am kind of just gone off drinking a little bit lately. I had a bit of a fun experience with drinking a couple of weeks ago, and ever since then alcohol just does not interest me. So gonna go to that. It's at a like pub sort of thing, so I'll probably have like a palmy and chips or something along those lines. So once again at a restaurant I'm going to have to guess. I'm not going to be too worried if I go over my calories or anything today. Obviously, because it's the weekend and birthdays and everything, they only come around once a year, so I'm not gonna not go to those things because I'm working towards my goals or anything. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm still gonna do my best to track and not beat myself up if I don't hit my calorie or macro target. Anyway, let's go and get this last training session for the week over and done with. Gym. I'm exhausted. Those bloody leg extensions that I did at the end, holy cow, they fucking burned. I did 15 reps for 4 sets and my legs felt like they were about to drop off literally by the end of the first set. But I was like, nope, I'm not going to put the weight down. I'm going to keep it at this weight and I'm going to push myself. And I did. So I did like 4 sets at my like absolute maximum weight. And holy cow, it hurt so much. But that's good to know that I can do that really heavy weight for all of my sets. And now I can stay at that standard for any future sessions. There is a dude about 2 car spaces over staring at me right now. So I'm about to go on my walk. Let's see how it goes because my legs are like shaking. I may not get all the way, but I'll try. I'm at the old stomping ground. I am going for a walk where I used to go on all my walks. If you've watched me for a while, you would know I used to go on all my walks at this place. I'll just quickly flip the camera around and show you guys. This place, literally used to go on my walks here like every single day back when I lived in this area. I'd come here every single morning to come get my steps, but obviously haven't been here recently because I've moved to the other side of the river and there's other walking tracks a lot closer, but Dylan lives in this area and since I'm staying at his house this weekend, I thought I would come on a walk here. The sun is out shining today. I don't think it's going to be that warm today. It's still going to be fairly cold, but the sun is beaming, so in the sun it'll be fairly nice. Anyway, I am procrastinating this walk because my legs are sore, but I'm gonna go get it done. I am trying to focus on still getting my 10,000 steps on the weekend, not completely slacking off and only getting like 2,000 steps, but also not beating myself up if I don't get those 10,000 steps. Yeah, I'm gonna stop procrastinating and go walk.